What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, oh chum. Come to the cabaret. Put down your knitting, the book and the brew. It's time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, oh chum. Come to the cabaret. Come taste the wine. Come hear the band. Come blow the horn. Start celebrating right this way. Your table's waiting. No use permitting some prophet of doom to wipe every smile away. Life is a cabaret, oh chum. Come to the cabaret, oh chum. Life is a cabaret, oh chum. So come to the cabaret. Welcome to the cabaret. Welcome one and all to the Bowie Senior Chorales and the Bowie Senior Center's Spring Cabaret. The best cabaret you can go to while still wearing your slippers and your bathrobe. I don't have my bathrobe, but I do have my slippers. We have a wonderful lineup of musicians and talent for you tonight. I think you're really going to enjoy it, and I hope you have a wonderful time. If you are having a good time, please feel free to use the Q&A section to give our performers lots of love. They can see your comments there. And we save them and share them with them afterwards too. So first up, if I get up my notes, we have two performers for you. Here we go. That are just lovely. I'm excited. They sing in, well, Jeff sings it in my chorale. And they say, just as it's hard to give a hug from a distance, so it is hard to build relationships and a productive life without risking being hurt. Please give a warm Senior Center welcome to Jeff and Deb Manier singing The Rose.
Some say love it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love it is a razor that leads your soul to bleed. Some say love it is a hunger and endless aching need. I say love it is a flower and you its only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waiting that never takes a chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give. And learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose.
Thank you so much, Jeff and Deb. That was absolutely lovely, and just such a treat. I love that song, and it's been such a long time since I've heard it. Next up, we have for you a literary talent. Pat Day has been singing in the chorale for a while, and currently she is the historian for the chorale. Previously, she has been on the social team, and she's also been on our setup committee, helping to set up our rehearsal spaces for us. Today, she's going to share with us a poem. With that, take it away, Miss Pat Day.
Okay, hi. For a while now, many thoughts have been going through my brain. And so I decided to put it all together into a little ditty called COVID Thoughts. Vaccine is the way to go to be safe from COVID, don't you know? Pfizer, Moderna, and JJ, they say, will help to make a happier day. I know you want to ask, do we have to wear that mask? Well, it's up to you to decide the best way from COVID you can hide. Be it 6 feet or whatever you choose, it could be a life you save or lose. These times are tough the way we are. Sometimes I just want to wish upon a star or sing a song that brings me joy or give everyone a hug, oh boy. So whatever you need to do, to thine own self be true. COVID, out, out. No more COVID, we all shout. So my friends, be safe, stay healthy, and blessings on us all.
Thank you, Pat. That was a lovely poem. I think many of us echo those same thoughts. Although when you started with out, I was worried the quote was going to go somewhere else. I have a comment here that says, that's brilliant, awesome. So thank you so much. Next up, we're going to keep things moving right along. They were at our last cabaret. If you were at our last cabaret, you got to see some of these talented people before, and they were so popular that we've invited them back. The Bowie Senior Center's Magic Club is going to share some of their out-of-this-world spectacle and feat. They've been at the Bowie Senior Center for over 5 years, and they're open to any member of the Bowie Senior Center, especially once the Senior Center is able to reopen. And they're excited to always have people stop by and hang out with them and share their love of magic. So I'm going to pass it along to our first magician of the evening, Mr. Herb Briscoe.
Thank you, Craig. As Craig said, the Bowie Magic Club, Bowie Senior Center Magic Club is open to anybody. You do not have to be a magician, just have an interest in magic. We will teach you how to perform, and we share all of our effects. Now, except for this one. This one, we can't teach you because we don't know how it works. All I know is we have these balls. Now, that looks normal, doesn't it? But how about when you do this? The other one comes up. Now that looks normal, except when you do this. We have been working with this for a long time, and we have a lot of theories on how it works. But my wife came up with, I think, the best theory, which is these are all tied together. So I'm going to, right in front of all of you, examine her theory. We're going to get all the balls down, and then we're going to separate it, and this will show you how it works, how they are tied together. Oh, well, maybe someday we'll find out how it works. Now, my next effect is well known in magic circles. It is called the cut and restored rope. I am going to cut this rope right down the middle using my dollar store scissors, which I know work sometimes. Now, having cut these, I have 2 pieces of rope. And I'm going to, right before your eyes, cause these ropes to join together into one rope. Abracadabra, alakazoo. I am making one rope out of 2. See, it's one rope now. You probably doubt that, and I don't blame you. It could be one rope if the knot was over here, or possibly if the knot was over here, or maybe, just maybe, if we pull real hard on it, wrap it around our hand, and then reach into our pocket and pull out some invisible magic dust, sprinkle it over the rope, and voila, it is one rope. Now it is my great pleasure to introduce our next participant. However, she will be nameless, and not because I forgot her name, but because if I release it, she will not be allowed to go into any casino in the country. So it is my pleasure to introduce the mentalist.
Good evening. Revealing who I am could be dangerous, so I will remain anonymous. You see, I perform mentalism. This is more than just hypnosis or suggestion. A true mentalist can manipulate the thoughts and behaviors of others, and people can be very uncomfortable having their thoughts manipulated. As a demonstration, I will guide the thoughts and the choices you are going to make in the next few minutes. If there is one person watching in your home, if there's more than one, work together. There's a limit to how many thoughts I can control at one time, and I want this to work for everyone. Are you ready? Pick a number between 1 and 10. Multiply it times 9. If your answer has 2 digits, add them to each other. For example, if you had 38, you would add the 3 and the 8. Okay, take the number you have and subtract 5. You got it? Okay, I want you to find the corresponding letter to the alphabet, where A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, E is 5, and so on. You got your letter? All right, think of a country in Europe that starts with the letter you came up with. You got one? Okay, go to the last letter of that country and think of an animal that starts with that letter. Good. Go to the last letter of the animal and think of a color that starts with that letter. It can be a bit disconcerting to have your mind manipulated like that, but that's what mentalists and marketers do every day. Wear your aluminum foil hats, my friends. Thank you.
I'm afraid I left my aluminum foil hat in my my other coat jacket, so you definitely got me there. That was exactly what I was thinking. I don't know how you did it. That is absolutely miraculous. Next up, we have another wonderful singer. This one is a dear friend of mine and our chorale manager. She's also a talent like none other. She performed for us last time, wishing to be Bobby's girl. But right now, she says, Marg has gotten desperate, trying to get a boyfriend to love her. Take it away, Marg.
Hi, everybody. You know, I've been dating Bobby for a while, but he's not been treating me right at all. But a friend of mine suggested I go see this doctor, and he thought that he'd be really good for me. So I wanted to tell you what I told Bobby after I saw the doctor. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you, but I told the witch doctor that I was really blue. And then the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said that ooh, ee, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, bang. Ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me nice. And then the witch doctor, he gave me this advice. He said, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ting, tang, walla, walla, bang, bang. Ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ting, tang, walla, walla, bang, bang. You've been treating me just like a miser. And I'll admit I wasn't very smart. So I went out and found myself a guy that's so much wiser, and he taught me the way to win your heart. My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to say. My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to do. I know that you'll be mine when I say this to you. Ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ting tang, walla walla bang bang. You've been keeping love from me just like you were a miser. But I know now I'm really smart. Cause I went out and found myself a guy that's so much wiser. And he showed me the way to win your heart. My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to say. My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to do. I know that you'll be mine when I say this to you. Ooh, ee, ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, bang, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, bang, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. I got you under my spell now, Bobby, and you're gonna love me forever.
Oh, my Lord. Oh my God. Oh, that brought tears to my eyes, Marg. You brought tears to my eyes. I just wanted to go pick up on some of the comments that we've seen in the Q&A. Tanya Barnes said, The Mentalist, wow. And Edna Martin about that said, amazing, loved it. Rochelle Vinson, that was interesting. It was her answer too. And then lots of people were very amused and enjoyed Marg. Beth Aubert said, how fun, Marg. Had not thought of that song forever. Very entertaining, says Linda Paler. Oh, and I need to, I need to get through the next intro so I can pull myself together. Next up, we have Tony. Tony's been singing with the chorale for 3 seasons now, thanks to his wife, Maggie. He's a self-described old folkie, though the song he's performing tonight, which he learned in his guitar class, represents quite a departure from the 3 chords and the truth he's used to playing. His involvement with the chorale, the senior center, and continuing education has strengthened his belief that all change can be scary and difficult. It is very often totally worth it. And so in this time when so much is changing in so many ways, we would like to wish each and every one of you a hopeful spring. And now we give it off to Tony Kaiser.
Hey everybody, I'd like to dedicate this song to all you lovers out there, especially to my beautiful wife Maggie. You are the sunshine of my life. Always be around. You are the apple of my eye. Forever you'll be in my heart. I feel like this is the beginning. Though I've loved you for a million years, and if I thought this love was ending, I'd find myself drowning in my own tears. You are the sunshine of my life. Always be around. You are the apple of my eye. Forever you'll be in my heart. You must have known that I was lonely, 'cause you came to my rescue. And I know this must be heaven. How could so much love be inside of you? You are the sunshine of my life. Always be around. You are the apple of my eye. Forever you'll be in my heart. You are the sunshine of my life. And I'll always be around. You are the apple of my eye. Forever you'll be in my heart.
That was absolutely lovely. And since Tony was pre-recorded that due to a surgery, we invited him just to be with us live for a moment. Tony, are you there?
We're here.
Hi, Tony and
Hello.
Maggie. It's great to have both of you here. So since you said that you were playing that for Maggie tonight, I just want to ask you real quick, how did you guys meet?
We met at our church's coffee house, and Tony played guitar and sang, and I sang harmony and made popcorn.
And she was the cutest waitress in the place.
And it was love ever since?
Well, you know, I'm a lucky guy. I I really didn't think she would say yes when I asked her out, but she did. I'm a lucky guy.
Well, it was a very sweet song. Thank you for sharing it with us. Thank you for taking the time to record it beforehand. I'm glad you're recovering well from your surgery, and it was great to have you here with us tonight.
Thanks for everybody's prayers and concern. I appreciate it.
Awesome. We're going to move on to our next act, another guitarist and singer. Al Bauman is a longtime resident of Bowie and a retired commercial lender. He's also a fantastic guitarist and vocalist who's played a variety of music, including rock, folk, and blues. He's currently the member of a jazz trio, and they play a unique blend of jazz standards, show tunes, and popular music, all in a jazz vein. Before the COVID pandemic, they regularly performed at embassies and other venues in Washington, D.C. area, but it's now been many months without his usual musical events, and Al is very happy to be participating in this event with us. I will say that I hope that someday I get the opportunity to collaborate and work with Al. I've heard him play before, and I think we're in for quite a treat. With that, take it away, Al.
Okay, first I'd like to say I would really like to do something with you sometime too. I've thought about that many times. You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon, because you and I are just like a couple of tots running around the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there's songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung. And even though I'm old and gray, I still feel the way I do today, because you make me feel so young. You make me young. You make me feel like spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual the moment that you speak. I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon, because you and I are just like a couple of tots running around the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there's songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful thing to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today, because you make me feel so. You make me feel so. You make me feel so young.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Al. I want to take a moment to just read some of the comments we've had coming in. For Tony from Rich Kunst, great job, Tony. Sandra Mason also said, such a peaceful, easy listening voice. Marie Daniele said, so mellow and sweet, love that song. And we're getting comments coming in for Al, also from Marie. Wow, Al, you have me bouncing around. Love it, love it. Rochelle Vincent says, I love this song. Karen Gill says, you go, Al. We feel young listening to you. I love that one. So now we're going to go and hand it back over to our magicians for round 2 of magic. And we're going to kick it off with former chorale member and magician extraordinaire, Mr. Dave Dazenbrock.
Hi, friends and neighbors. Tonight, you're going to witness 2 feats of magic, and I will perform them 1 foot at a time. Now, what makes this extraordinary is most magicians will pull a rabbit out of a hat. I will do the exact opposite. I will put the hat over the rabbit. Now, notice what color the rabbit is. White. Can you say white? Say white, because that's important. I will now cover up the rabbit with my magic hat. Now watch what happens. I wave the magic wand over the hat. And voila, the rabbit is now black. Can you believe that? It was white, it turned black. I will do this 1 more time just to make sure you understand how this trick works, because it's very difficult. All right, we're starting with a white rabbit. I put it in the magic hat. I wave the magic wand over the hat. And the rabbit turns black. Applause, please. Now, I can tell right away, some of you think that there's a trick involved here. And you think that this white rabbit is white on one side and black on the other. Well, I'm looking at it right now, it's not black on the back. Oh, you want to see what color it is? Well, all right. The back of it's blue. All right, for my next spectacular trick, you all heard of cloud computing, right? Or the Microsoft Cloud. I am going to perform for the first time ever on Zoom, cloud magic. So I have here, we call these silks, we don't call these things handkerchiefs, a yellow one, and I have a blue one. I put them in this magic cloud pan. Cover them up. I turn on my magic hair dryer. Now what should happen is the 2 silks should have gone up into the cloud, have tied themselves together, and come back down into the magic pan tied together. We will see if they've done it or not. Gracious. Apparently, I didn't go all the way up in the cloud. I got a bird. Oh boy, I don't know. Okay, well, I'll have to try this 1 more time. Okay, here we go. I'll have to go up and get them down now. Okay, let's see what I got this time. Oh, gracious me, look at it. Holy cow, something went wrong. I got too many of them. Holy cow, they just keep coming. Well, oh, gracious, now what am I going to do? Well, luckily, I foresaw such a thing. So I have this box here, which is like a Kleenex box. See it like this? And there's nothing in the box. So what you do is I will store these in the box. Because I found out in previous shows, if I don't put them someplace, they tend to disappear. So we're putting them all in the magic box. Well, I guess they're all in there. So let's see if they're still there. I hope they are. Oh no, they're gone again. I just don't know how to keep them back on the table. All right, Woody, take it away. I haven't figured this one out yet either.
Hello, everyone. I'm Woody Woodruff, and I am going to do a card trick. I have some cards from a senior citizens card deck. I have 3 cards. This is a 3-card Monty. I have the 3 of clubs, I have the 2 of clubs, and I have the ace of hearts. Now, your job is to keep track of the ace. A little shuffle here. Ace, 2, 3. All right, now I'm going to take the ace and I'm going to put it over here on the table. Now you may think that the ace is on the table, but you didn't see that little move where I switched the cards because I had the ace and the 3 here, and this is the 2. Let's try it again. Ace, 2, 3. Okay, so we'll take the ace and we'll put it right here on the table. Now you may think the ace is in my hand, but I have the 2 and 3. The ace is here on the table. One more time. I think I know what the problem is. I think there's too many cards. So I'll take the 2, put it over here. We'll just use the ace and the 3. Okay, so right now the ace is on the bottom. Now it's on the top. Now it's on the bottom. Separate them, mix them up in the air. Now, a show of hands, please. How many think this is the ace? How many think this is the ace? How many don't know what to think? 3, 2, ace is on the table. Thank you. I have one more illusion. You all recognize this? It's the Bowie Blade. It's a local newspaper. And I don't need the middle pages. I just need the front page sheet. Now, the question is, what can you do with the newspaper after you finish reading it? Well, you could take it and ball it up into a ball and shoot hoops into the trash can. Or you could fold it up into a boat. Or you could fold it into a hat. There we go. Or you could fold it into an airplane. But as you can see, I like to tear it up. I like to tear it into about 30 strips of confetti. Throw those strips up in the air and watch them flutter to the ground. Except I'm not finished reading the paper. Thank you very much. And now on with the show.
Thank you so much, Dave and Woody, for your magical feats. Save that paper for me. I want to check it out later. See if there's anything cool going on. We're going to shift gears a little bit. Our next act is a very talented singer that I'm happy to have in our chorale. She's been in the chorale for 3 years as a retired nurse on our social committee and the treasurer for the chorale. She just started taking guitar lessons back in October, and when she told me that, I was like, oh, but did you play any before then and you just started lessons in October? She's like, no, I just picked up the guitar in October. And already she is here making her debut for you, an act of courage and amazing talent. Please give it up for Miss Jennifer Allen.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. I see sublime. Gracia del Señor, que aún infeliz salvó. Fui más, hoy veo yo perdido y él me halló.
It sounds like you've got quite the fan club there, Brenda. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with us. I wish that some of my students were as courageous as you were. That was absolutely lovely, and we appreciate you sharing your talent with us. Next up, we have Brenda August. Brenda is a proud native of New Orleans, Louisiana, which I absolutely love, and I don't know why, but during our time of social distancing, I've been craving beignets. It's hard to find a good beignet around here. She is a retired administrator from the U.S. Department of Commerce, the Bureau of the Census. 60 years ago, Brenda was a member of the first group of U.S. Peace Corps volunteers selected by President John F. Kennedy to serve 2 years as a social worker in the Republic of Honduras, Central America. She's a 30-year resident of the city of Bowie and sings first soprano in our chorale. And she says that singing in the chorale is the absolute highlight of her retirement years. And certainly it's been one of the highlights of my time on this world. Brenda would now like to share one of her many beloved passages from the heart and soul of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Thanks, Craig. Dr. King was one of the most inspiring and eloquent orators of our time. His ability to motivate and lift the spirits of all within the sound of his voice is unparalleled. The year was 1967, when the cities in this country were at the height of racial unrest, rioting, and demonstrations. And in that environment, Dr. King was asked to speak to a group of junior high school students and lift them and help them understand and process what was going on in the city and prepare them for their future. These students were in inner city Philadelphia. The title of his speech was, "What is in your life's blueprint?" Dr. King identified 3 essential elements for the blueprint of one's life. One element was to stay to have a strong sense of self-worth, a commitment to duty, life, love, and justice, and a determination to achieve excellence. Following is a segment of that speech. I hope that in the message, you might find something that you'd like to pass on in your own way to your children and to your grandchildren. Dr. King said, and I quote, "Young people, change is on the horizon. In whatever you do, I want you to remember to set out to do a good job. Do it so well that the living, the dead, or the yet unborn could not do it any better. If it falls your lot to be a street sweeper, sweep streets like Michelangelo painted pictures. Sweep streets like Beethoven composed music. Sweep streets like Leontine Price sang before the Metropolitan Opera. Sweep streets like Shakespeare wrote poetry. Sweep streets so well that all the host of heaven and earth will have to pause and say, here lived a great street sweeper who swept his job phenomenally well. If you can't be a pine on the top of the hill, be a scrub in the valley. But be the best little scrub on the side of the rill. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be the star. For it isn't by size that you win or you fail. Just be the best of whatever you are. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brenda, for sharing that lovely passage. Right now, we're going to share with you this, our virtual choir. And I'm going to keep my words brief. I think Brenda introduced it better than I ever could, especially with the quote, "A change is on the horizon." Please enjoy "A Change is Gonna Come." That's such a powerful message. And I just want to say that a change is going to come. We have had many changes as were highlighted in that video, and there are more changes for us yet on the horizon to build love, equality, and understanding for one another. I also want to mention that that video has been uploaded to our YouTube site, or to our Chorale webpage. If anyone wants to go find it, to share it, to watch it again, there's a lot in that video to take into account. To close, I was asked to do a number, and it feels like that's very difficult to follow. But I do have a song that I'm going to share. It's an original that I wrote this year. I originally wrote it with my partner in mind. My partner this past year was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, which affects over 14 million people in the United States. And it's a mental disorder where it is difficult to maintain stable relationships, to where you have very intense emotions, a lot of black and white thinking. And we've worked very hard to find ways to connect with one another and to work past that. And I wrote this song for her, but there are messages in it that I think connect with supporting one another in a more general human way. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Broken Beautiful. The first strike, you took it. The next, you stood your ground. You held on as long as you could, but they keep breaking you down. You never knew a love of healing. You only knew that love could hurt. They only told you that you're broken. No one told you what you're worth. But the army of the broken and rejected has come. Here you belong. Here is your song. We are broken, beautiful, millions of pieces that become who we are. Broken, beautiful, every crack a work of art. The broken bring the glue. The broken bring the bruise. The broken make the space to lay it all out. Make a mosaic out of you. And what you've been, you'll never be. And what you'll be, you've never been. You are broken, beautiful, millions of pieces that become who you are. Broken, beautiful, every crack a work of art. Nobody said that your life would come without challenges, testing you, pushing you, breaking you down. Just persevere, don't you stop when you're shattering, falling apart, all the pieces are scattering round. And we will discover the beauty in the pieces of each other. We Thank you all so much for being with us today. No matter how you're feeling in this time of COVID, hopefully in this time where we are coming out of it, if you are feeling broken, if you are beautiful, if you are struggling, you are feeling beautiful. If you are feeling oppressed, know that you are beautiful and that we love you. And the Senior Chorale, all of us, wish you the very best. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and we look forward to the next time. Thank you.